In this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to shoot, edit, and produce great content for social media. On this channel, we've pretty much covered everything marketing based, but in this video, we're going to go through the other side of it, the production side. It's all well and good knowing the theory of how to post content and the KPIs and everything on the marketing side, but how can you achieve that if you actually haven't captured the content? So the first thing I'm going to do is break down everything in my camera bag that I take to every content shoot, as well as cover some tips and tricks for every bit of equipment that's going to help you day to day. But before we actually get into the breakdown, I want to clarify one thing. A big camera like this does not always mean the content's going to be better. Typically on platforms like Instagram and TikTok, a phone, most of the time, is going to suffice. It's only where you're going to need things like high quality images, say for the funnels, or for super high quality videos, if you're in that niche, say for example a gym girl, that makes sense. But 99% of the time, a simple phone, usually 15, 16, 17, anything with the decent cameras is always going to perform better. However, if you are a creator in a niche that does require a good camera, or an agency that has some creators that are in niche that do require good cameras, I would highly recommend this one, the Sony FX3, which is essentially a pocket cinema camera. This can capture everything in amazing quality. And off the back of that, I'd always bring two lenses, one zoom and one prime. The zoom, I'd always go for a 24-70 because this can capture everything pretty well. And then your prime, which can go down to aperture f1.4, which for anyone that doesn't know, can essentially make the background behind me super blurred out and make me look to be in very good quality. The next thing I'd bring is a dedicated photo camera. For this, I opt for the A7 IV for two reasons. One, it takes really good photos, pretty obvious. But two, say if you're a creator or agency that doesn't have the budget to buy an FX3, the A7 IV is the perfect hybrid. It can do video really well and it can do photo really well. So moving past the camera and lenses, you've got your ancillary pieces, such as your filters, typically a CPL or an ND filter. A CPL is great for car content, which can get rid of reflections, anything like that. Say for example as well, if you film in glass as well, a creator, then some glass behind, if you want to minimize that reflection, CPL is your best friend. Other alternative is the ND, which essentially is sunglasses for a lens. So for a prime, which I was talking about before, when the aperture goes lower, that lets more light into the lens. So an ND filter is going to minimize that and bring the shot back to a nicely exposed level. And then of course you have your batteries. I always take a good 2 or 3 of these with me to a shoot. You never know how long you're going to be running the cameras for. Do not forget your batteries because that's just absolute stinker. And the final thing I want to talk about was audio. Please do not mess up your audio. I've seen countless and countless times where a real shot or a video shot in great quality and the audio sounds like shit. Do not make this mistake. The visuals are just as important as the audio. That's why we've got the MK600 shotgun mic, which pretty much is the best in the business. And then for phone content, camera content that needs a mic on like this, then I'd always say the DJI Mic 1s are great. That's pretty much all I'd take to a general shoot, but if it's something a little bit more niche, then of course you can take gimbals for camera stabilization. They work both with phones and cameras, well, depending on which one you get. Then you've got drones for aerial shots. And then finally, you've got things like the DJI Nano, GoPros, things like that for just other angles if you think that's necessary. But then of course, there's two things that can't fit in this bag that are also extremely important to the shoot. One of them is the lighting, and the second one are the tripods. Lighting pretty much makes the shoot. If you've got crap lighting, the shoot is just not gonna be great. If you've got the best cameras in the world and the lighting's crap, good luck trying to get a good piece of content, even if it's on phone. It's just not gonna happen. Always take a light. Even if it's a little one like this, which I know I said doesn't fit in the bag, this one can fit in the bag. Always just take something. If you're at home, get a ring light. If you're filming on phone, that's fine. If you're going with cameras, if needed, take a couple of big lights with you because the quality of the footage you get is gonna be infinitely better if the lighting's right. And secondly, the tripods. If you're gonna do a match cut, which is very popular these days, say if you're gonna chop a video to a bit of music and it needs to be accurate, a tripod's gonna be your best friend here. Always bring one. They're not that expensive and they make all the difference. But of course, if you're a media guy in your agency or if you're a creator, do not send this video to your management and say, hey guys, can you spend 10 grand on camera equipment for me? Because that's almost never the case. As I said at the start, phone content will perform great, almost always. It's only in very niche situations where you're gonna need great equipment like I've got around me at the minute. We're lucky enough at TDM to be able to take brand new iPhone 17s to our creator shoots as content phones. And sometimes I look at that content that someone's captured compared to mine and I'm thinking like, wow, that's actually looks way better than what it does on camera. So truly do not underestimate iPhone quality. And as I say, people on TikTok, people on Instagram are gonna see phone content and it's automatically more engaging, more relatable, more authentic. This is what you should be leaning into over spending ridiculous amounts of money on camera gear. And to really drive that point home, please do not spend loads of money on your cameras or get your agency to spend loads of money on your cameras if you're not that great on camera. Be honest with yourself. If you need to work on it, if you need to work on your content, if you need to work on your niche and your brand, then do so before spending loads of money on the camera. And if you want to learn more about niches, brands, and general marketing, go check out the plethora of videos on our channel and then come back to this video once you understand it all. Thank you for watching this video. If you've got any questions, there's a link to the TDM Telegram down below. And if you've got any questions for me specifically, my Telegram is @Thomas_TDM.